What's up? BigH Trucking. Been sitting in this traffic jam due to an accident for the last 2.5 hours. So you want to be a truck driver and drive during the day, do you? This is what you get for driving the day shift. Well, not you, but me, more importantly. But that's the way it all falls. You know, my clock didn't come back till 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to get up to Virginia today, I'm saying to myself. I'm going to get up to Virginia. Yeah, okay. 2.5 hours. There's an accident. We're coming up on it. So I wanted to film it. I'm hoping that's not bad. Because I don't want to film anything that's terrible. But 2.5 hours. I only went 5 miles, too. That's the tragedy of it. So evidently something happened that's pretty horrific up here. I mean, I don't understand if it's not a horrific accident. Why don't they just blow it, push it to the shoulder, and let traffic flow? Why do they need to keep the lanes blocked off, lane blocked off? As you can see, everyone's merging from left to right. Anyway, that's why I prefer nights. Nights. You know how far I could have gotten the other night? I drove from Connecticut down to North Carolina, 587 miles, and didn't use my brakes one time for 500 plus miles. Not one time. And that's how you get distance. Drive the nights. Yes, I know it sucks trying to sleep during the day, but the nights, especially when you have tight loads, like I'm on a tight load. I had to go from Auburndale, Florida, up to Rochester, New York. Thursday morning, 1 o'clock is my 1 o'clock's my delivery. So let's see what happened up here. Size load. No, I don't think it's an oversized load. I think he's just stuck there. I think it's something different. Guy and let them go. Eventually he's got to move. Alright, so it's not the oversized load that's causing this. It is something else. I see a bunch of debris, skid marks, and there it is. Look at them gouge marks in the road. Look at those gouge marks. It looks like a tire. It was my guess it was a tire that blew out. That's a UPS truck, I think. Hey, look what he did. That's nasty, man. makes truck driving a very dangerous job. And we certainly don't, I feel we don't get appreciated enough for the work that we do to keep America moving forward. We are definitely unsung heroes. I don't care what anybody says. Every day we step into this truck, we have a chance of, God forbid, something really bad happening. My fear is blown out a steer tire at 60 miles an hour. How do you control that? What I've learned and what I've read on that is you don't apply the brakes, you ride it out to the best of your ability. It's when you go to try to stop is when things get really messed up. But hey, listen, I've never been in that situation, so I know mentally, educationally, not to use the brakes. Just like in snow, like I will not go around the bend of a road using my brakes or being on the throttle. I'll coast around the corner in snow. I know that from years of experience driving my car. Well, a car's different than a truck. Yeah, but the physics are the same. And if your truck starts jackknifing, your trailer starts jackknifing, you apply the throttle, pick up a little speed to catch it. Right? Will it work in a prime vehicle, being that we're governed? I don't know. But I don't plan on driving 65 miles an hour in snow either. So then the theory may hold true. But again, thoughts and prayers to the person driving that truck. I hope they're okay. It inconvenienced me and many others, but you know what? At the end of the day, I'm safe. And my health, I still got my health. So as mad as we get, we're in these situations, just gotta realize that we're fortunate not to be in that mess right back there. Did it screw up my plans? Absolutely. Now I can't get as far as I wanted to. But it is what it is, and again, I'm moving forward. I'm not going to the hospital, or worse than that, if you get my drift. But again, getting back to driving days, this is what happens. Now look at the other side of the road. Look what that's causing. That's causing a delay because people need to look. We had delays on both sides. But again, I'm going from the way my load fell yesterday. I dropped off at 8 o'clock in the morning. Well, that's my appointment time. Of course, I got there at 7. They gave me a door right away, and I didn't get unloaded, and my paperwork wasn't in my possession until about noontime. Once I submitted my paperwork, I get a trip going down to Auburndale, and I was about 160 miles north of Auburndale when I dropped off. I was in Jacksonville. So to drive down to Auburndale, and thank God, because the load had a window from 3 o'clock in the afternoon till 11:59. When I got there, it was ready, so all I did was put my trailer in the door and pick up the trailer next to it, sealed it up, did my depart call, and I was gone. But now that's 4:30 in the morning, or 4:30 in the afternoon. At that point, I only had like 5 hours left on my 11-hour clock, and then naturally you're hitting traffic. And I-4 was a mess. Going up into Orlando, it's bumper to bumper. I'm running out of time, so I had no choice but to luckily find find this place at a small rest area. Because what I was going to do was backtrack, because the way station on my side was closed. You couldn't even park there. And the way station on the other side was open with plenty of parking. I never like to go backwards, but I was using that just in case the rest area I was coming up to was jam-packed, because I was down to like 30 minutes. I had no more time left. And yes, I would have used personal conveyance, worst came to worst. But that would have been, if that rest stop was packed, I would have went down to the next exit, turned around, and went back south. Again, having to backtrack just to find parking. And that's one of the things that suck about driving and finishing your shift. I'd say between, especially now with winter, you know, solar powered drivers need to be sleeping or in, you know, in a rest stop or a truck stop by the sun goes down. I don't know, they might be, some of these drivers might be allergic to the dark for some reason. Me, I'm the other way. I'd rather drive nights. Anyway, but I didn't have to. Luckily I found the spot. Guy was pulling out, and he was a guy, so that's why I'm saying guy. Guy was pulling out, and I took the spot and grabbed something to eat and went to sleep. And my 10-hour wasn't up till 5:15 this morning. And by the time I did the pre-trip and got going, it was after 5:30, and I made good time up until this part of the trip. But that's truck driving. So tonight, when I stop, I'm gonna, what time is it now? It's midday, it's mid-morning. I'm gonna drive to about 4. I'm gonna go back up to Keenly Petro on 95, exit 106 in North Carolina. I'm still in South Carolina. So I've got about 200 plus miles to go. About 4 hours, which will leave me with about an hour left on my drive time. I can't make it to Virginia. This took too much time away from me. Yes, and I was in off duty, and I just don't have enough time. I've already done 300 plus miles for the day. So, we're gonna SATGAT at Keighley, fuel up there, and then we're going to be able to get out about 2 o'clock in the morning and get through Baltimore and Washington up into PA. So all I've got is one more drive shift to get as far north as possible, as close as possible to the 90, which is in Rochester. So again, I'm going to get up into upstate New York, and I'll finish the rest off. Now I've got to think this one out. I'm thinking out loud, because I got a 1 o'clock in the morning delivery. So I need to get up early. I need, oh, it is what it is. 2 o'clock is 2 o'clock. This is what I think about when I'm driving. So I've got, I can't drive any later than 12 o'clock tomorrow, 11 o'clock. Then I'll be at 9 o'clock, and I still got 4 hours to get there. So I've got to be within 4 hours of my destination tomorrow in order to make it. Big H will make it happen, believe me, you. But that accident threw a wrinkle in the plans. That's the bottom line. But I'll make it up tonight. No doubt. All right, folks. Have a great day. Stay safe. Make good decisions. And like I said, like I say, if you're not sure of your surroundings,